Now, how did this go again? Cookie, chocolate, gummy, kucho gummy. No, that sounds nasty. Ugh. No, thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rider Time podcast. It's been a while, hasn't it, my fellow lovely audience members? But we are back after a 1 week hiatus due to reasons of F1, I believe it was. We are here to discuss Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 27, The Sour and the Sweet, Ablazed. And yes, in honor of this episode, I made cookies. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. No, but for real though, making keto chocolate caramel cookies is next to impossible. I try my best. Oh man, they are more crunchy than they are chewy, and that is not good. At least for my personal preference. Some cookies are supposed to be crunchy, but it is what it is. You know, you do what you can do. But here we are. We're back after a very interesting episode. We had a nice two-parter. Dealing with a certain villain. That's right. Turns out Suga was behind everything. And let me tell you, I called it 2 weeks ago when we reviewed this episode, the previous episode. I called it. And here we are. We are continuing where we left off because right after Vlad had this amazing fight against a rhinoceros beetle monster, Hanto is feeling some heartburn. He shows up to Suga to find a bunch of bitter Gavvs goofing off at Suga's place, and they're like, hey, look at these gochizos that we made. And yes, they made a cookie-themed gochizo. More specifically, it's chocolate chip. So it does feel kind of weird that I didn't go for chocolate chip when I baked these, but I've already made chocolate chip cookies. So I wanted to challenge myself. And let me tell you, making keto caramel is freaking hard. Extremely difficult. Because caramel is mostly sugar. You know how hard it is to make it out of erythritol and monk fruit? Thankfully, butter was there to save the day like it always does. But, nevertheless, you know, and I was talking last week. By last week, I mean, last week we did this. I'm surprised it wasn't just Hanto about to walk into the room, and then he overhears Suga talking to the bitter Gavvs. No, he just straight up walks in the room right where they are. Like if this was Metroid Fusion, SAX would be like gunning for you, and the gun for Hanto they did not, because Suga didn't hide the fact that these bitter Gavvs are around. He didn't hide the fact that I made these guys. You were my guinea pig, but if you're not feeling well, you know, I'd be happy to help you out. And of course, what the hell's going on here? What's with all these bitter Gavvs? It's like, listen. We had a common goal. You wanted to kill Granutes, and I wanted to make the technology that was strong enough to defeat Granutes. So our work was aligned. What more could you want? You know, but hey, baby, you know, lie down. I'll help you out in a way that benefits me. But, you know, and of course, Hanto just like makes a run for it with his heart pain. And because now, like, he doesn't just have heartburn, he's heartbroken. It's like, I lost my mentor, and this guy that took me in and turned me into a writer turns out to betray me. What's going on here? And yeah, this just makes me appreciate Uncle Dente that much more because Dente knew that Lamb wanted to kill him, and he still was upfront about it. He didn't fight back. He's like, okay, but let me take care. Please, like, at least take care of my grandson, well, grandnephew. But but Thuga, what, man? I have a Russian word to describe Suga, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. But I think you guys know what that word is. But it just so happens, thankfully, the following morning, it just so happens that Shoma and Sachika happen to find Hanto in the park. And I'm like, what is it with this show and people being found unconscious in the park? Every time when something bad happens to Shoma or Vlam or Hanto, they're always somehow in the park near a bench. Every time. You ever notice that? And of course, the first thing they do is they think, hey, let's take him to Suga. Suga must know what to do. He's like, no, not Suga. And he'd be right, though. I mean, have you watched Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? It's like anyone but Lockhart. Anyone but Lockhart. But of course, oh no, I must make his arm all bendy. So naturally, they take him to Uncle Dente's cave, and of course, this is the first time Sachika actually gets to meet Uncle Dente, and thankfully, she's like surprised but not shocked by it, which I actually really do appreciate because Sachika has been the real one for the longest time. So I'm not surprised that like she's totally chill about it. Yeah, but at least she's honest. It's like, yeah, seeing a grand dude from up close does freak me out a little bit, but I totally get that he is your uncle, so like I'm gonna be okay. And of course, while they're like trying to get some scans of Hanto, they do find a dark chocolate gochizo, and they start chasing after it, and Sachika has this interesting moment where, like, if you've ever seen the Pokemon move Calm Mind, basically she's like, got it. I'm like, okay, where'd this come from? Where'd this come from? I have not seen this happen before. Sachika, like, is this like a really cool human thing that Sachika can do? Or is this like her having a secret power we didn't know about? Yeah, like for real though, it's like I know she's really awesome, but it does make me wonder, like, what if she does have like a secret power? Maybe she could still be a writer. I want her to. I know that for the longest time, Achilles, shout out to Achilles, wanted her to be Vlam, and like, bro, I won the bet. She did not become Vlam, but I still want her to be a writer because she deserves it. May got robbed. I know this is 5 years ago, but I'm still gonna say it. May got robbed. May deserve better. Sachika deserves the best. Don't mess with my girl. Toei writers. She better get the best writing possible, and so far she has. But finding out she has this calm mind thing, I want to explore it more. Like, where did it come from? Where are we going to take it? But naturally, we got Suga exploring on his computer. You like acting so nonchalant. Shoma shows up. It's like, hey, I need your help. Hanto is injured. Oh, you found Hanto? Yeah, he's injured. Yeah, so he told you everything. Yeah, like he's feeling really sick. Well, there's no use hiding it, but you can help me. What do you mean? And then he just instantly gets by a bitter Gavv. Like, bro didn't even have a chance to question it. Bro didn't have a chance to unintentionally accept his offer. It's like, bitter Gavv was just, I'm on it, bros. And when Hanto wakes up, like, first thing he sees is Uncle Dente, and yeah, Hanto is taking it a lot better than I would expect him to, because like, given how much of a hater he was towards Granudes, and like Shoma, yeah, he's a Granude, but he looks like a human. What's his name? Lamb. He is a full Granude, but he takes on a human form sometimes. But Dente, he is all Granude, no human disguise, and he's taking this surprisingly well. I mean, yeah, you could say, well, he's just so used to like Hanto and Arakia being homies, but it can't become natural that quickly. But at least he understands that, yeah, this dude is Shoma's uncle, and he treated my entries, so thank you. And of course, so Dente grills him, hey, you got an implant done, haven't you? Well, like you're not supposed to be using gochizos because they're destroying your body. The fact that you use one of Shoma's gochizos put you on the edge. Like, you are lucky to be alive with just Shoma's. But these bitter Gavv gochizos, like no wonder your body is dying. And he almost quickly gets a phone call to from what's his name, from Suga, saying that yes, he has Shoma. If you want to save him, you have to come find me, catch me if you can. And it's like, hey, you can't be serious about having to fight Suga. It's like, I have to. I'll use the power of the dark gochizo. Wait, didn't you listen to what Dente said? He said you cannot use these. At least use one of Shoma's gochizos. Well, why isn't Shoma not defending himself? It's like, because he's feeling very ill. He says it's psychological. Right now, the only food he's capable of eating is ice cream. High key, kind of want some ice cream right now. It'll go great with these cookies. But of course, Dente, after they leave, calls Lakia and tells them, hey, listen, I need you to do me a solid. I need you to come over to my cave and give me your belt. Who is this? It's Dente. Remember the guy you tried to kill because he invented the dark candy? Shut up about the dark candy. Anyways, the long and short of it is that Dente wants to use Lakia's a jelly driver to make a new belt for Hanto that he could use safely. Now, obviously, this is going to be a reference to Kamen Rider Cross Z because Cross Z used that Splash driver that Kamen Rider Grease used in order to become Z Cross Splash Dragon. But so I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a chocolate pudding. Yeah, probably chocolate pudding form. Although we already know it's gonna be frappe, but we'll get into that later. But chocolate pudding, that could totally work because you got the pudding part from Lamb's driver and the chocolate aspect of Valen. It works. But meanwhile, we go to the garage and we where we do the exchange, and turns out, yeah, so what happened was Suga was using Valen as an experiment so that he could more safely make a procedure on himself so that he could also become a Kamen Rider. Oh, what was that phrase you guys use? Oh, yes. Tension. I have to say, really? Really? You're Japanese and you don't know the Japanese word for transform. It's like imagine there's like an evil Power Ranger. He's like, and like he takes a morpher. He's like, it's like, oh man, I'm so excited for this. What's that phrase you Rangers use? Oh yes, it's morphin time. Darkosaurus Rex or whatever. Like it's an evil ranger. But the point is, it's like you're seriously gonna pretend like you don't know that every single writer who has ever existed didn't just simply say the phrase henshin whenever they transform. Okay, you know what? Showa era, they did things a little bit differently. The first two writers said writer henshin. V3 said henshin V3. X said setup X writer henshin, and of course what's his name? Amazon just simply said Amazon. But after Kuga, who says Cho henshin, everyone's just henshin, 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 henshin. Okay. Hibiki doesn't say anything. Henshin, 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 henshin. Okay, I'm not going to go through every transformation, but you get the point. Y'all get the point. You get the point. Like, how do you not know? How do you not get the point? Seriously, it just bothers me is all. It's like, I get it, it's part of his personality, but it's just the way it's executed just feels silly. Anywho, so yeah, he becomes Kamen Rider Bake, which is chocolate chip cookie themed. And yeah, you know what? Next episode, or the episode after, not sure which, I'm probably going to go into the history of the chocolate chip cookie itself. Like specifically chocolate chip. Because it's actually a very funny story. But I'm not going to go into it. So, Kamen Rider Bake has an interesting transformation that, honestly, Haikyuu reminds me of Kamen Rider Rogue, which is actually appropriate if we're going to do the whole Splash Drivers Cross Z thing for Frappe. Is Gavv just a love letter to build? That'd be crazy, man. But yeah, so you have these baking these oven grills just like surrounding him, roasting him. And then you have this cookie batter like drip all over his body. I'm like, this is freaking nasty, man. I never imagined the thought of cookies would disgust me this much. But there it is. The most disgusting display of cookies I've ever seen in my entire life. And so we got Kamen Rider Bake, which honestly just looks like a recolored repaint of Dark Gavv, but in a chocolate chip cookie motif. and having even less color than before. So I'm gonna be honest, the costume design does not intrigue me. But his movesets do. Like his gun fires cookie drops as bullets. And let me tell you, this is really interesting the way he does it. Because they're highly explosive. And he has freaking good aim. There's even a point where like he lifts up a car and throws it back down. And then fires right through it so that Shoma doesn't see it. There's another point where Shoma's hiding behind another car, and he fires from underneath the car in order to hit him. And he also has that thing where like he can summon automatopoeias, just like Marshmallow can do. And then he just like throws them like they're freaking grenades. And not only does he throw them, but they release something that I never imagined I'd ever expect to say out loud in my entire life. Chocolate chip shrapnel. When those things explode, the chocolate chips fly out in every direction. And then the individual chocolate chips also explode in a secondary explosion. This dude is insane. Like, I mean, that's an interesting moveset, don't get me wrong. And props to the writers for having such a creative way of turning dessert into an arms race. But damn, that is freaky, man. And of course, naturally, he mops the floor with Shoma. Shoma is not even putting up a good fight, and he even taunts Shoma. It's like, oh, is it because I'm a human that you're holding back? I know you could use the powers of potato chips, chocolate, marshmallows, hard candy, cake. Why aren't you using those powers? It's because I'm human. Well, just so you know, I killed plenty of humans. Wait, what? Yes. How many was it in the last 20 years? Maybe about a dozen? Baker's dozen? See what I did there? Oh, like I had to off so many people. I even had to call in a favor from Niel. You know Niel? Why, yes. In fact, in order to get, when I figured out that Hanto was the perfect person to be my guinea pig, I knew what I had to do. So I had Yev call in a favor for me. That's right. Captain Bitter was killed because of Suga. And I called this way back in episode 5 or 6. Somewhere in that ballpark. When Captain Bitter was killed, I'm the one who called it. Suga had something to do with it. I knew Suga had something to do with it. And I was right. Way back. 20 episodes ago, I called it. 20 episodes ago that it was Suga the whole time. I wasn't sure how. I knew Neil was somehow involved, but Suga was definitely responsible in some way. And yes, it's to motivate Hanto to becoming Valen. And of course, Suga's bored, so he just retreats. But when he detransforms, he finds something odd happening to his hand. Turns out his invention isn't quite perfect yet. That's where the episode ends. So much to unpack in this episode. For one, wow, Suga, I hate you. I didn't like you before, but now I straight up hate you. Poor Bitter. Like, I feel bad for Captain Bitter. Like, he did not deserve what he got. Hanto, I feel bad for how he was used and abused. And again, I've seen stuff like this in past seasons. It was done well then. It is done well now. It has been done poorly in the past as well, but this is not one of those times. The having more characters being involved with Dente, I'm enjoying it. I like that Dente is more part of the group now, and it also shows that Hanto and Sachika have that level of maturity that they can handle, being around what's his name, Dente. Like, I wonder, like, would they move their base of operations to Dente's cave, or would they keep Dente in at their home and just occasionally keep him like hidden if a customer shows up? Personally, I hope they maintain that whole like disguise thing that he did in that one episode, just so that we would have an excuse for comic relief with that. Like, that joke was incredibly funny when it happened. It's funnier, like it still got a good mileage in order for it to happen again. But the main thing is Kamen Rider Bake. His moves are really awesome. His choreography, really awesome. That whole chocolate chip shrapnel thing, that was really cool. But I had to say, I really don't like his costume design. Because, again, it's just bitter Gavv, but repainted. I cannot get into it. I'm sorry. And I know the idea of a chocolate chip cookie theme in Kamen Rider is probably not an easy concept to design. And I know that it is an interesting design, especially, interesting concept for a design, especially in a season that's centered around snacks. But I'm going to be honest, make something original. Don't just repaint an old costume and call it a day. That's probably my biggest complaint about the entire episode. But let me know what you guys think. Did you like this episode? Did you hate it? What do you think about the new design? Are you excited for Frappe form? Let me know in the comments. Sachika's the GOAT. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be? There's nothing to contradict that claim before or after. My guy running through all the poses. Hey, man, listen. That scene was just silly, okay? There's nothing I can do about it but make fun of it. And I'm just not in the mood to make fun of it. Just not a fan of Suga as a whole. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like this guy. I generally did not like him before. Thought he was a creep. But now I know with absolute certainty that he is a creep. He's a weirdo. He don't belong here. What is he doing here? Chocolate chip shrapnel. Lol. Yeah, again, never thought I'd end up saying that phrase out loud. Definitely not on my 2025 bingo sheet, but here it is. Chocolate chip shrapnel. It rolls off the tongue, weirdly enough. But I digress. Well, that's it for the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching it. If you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on Twitch. Please be sure to share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithms, and ding the bell icon on YouTube to stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Original on Mondays, Kamen Rider Original on Sundays. Wednesdays and Thursdays is our superhero time days. We got Gavv on Wednesday and Go Juju on Thursdays. That's right. Tomorrow we're doing the latest episode of number one Sentai Go Juju. We hope to see you guys then and there on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch. Also, check out our Power Morphicon interviews, and also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. And coming soon, I will be posting my vlog of Sailor Moon, the Super Live. So I hope you guys enjoy, because I really enjoyed my experience. And of course, If you want to follow my personal content, you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a good one. Bye.